nothing left. I don't wanna stay here and be left behind. I wanna make it.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Kingdom Seekers. It is Keisha and I'm so glad you're with us. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video. I hope that you can gain some kind of knowledge from it and you learn from my failed attempt at this silk press. My silk press is not pressing anymore. She's still shiny, like she still looks good, but these roots have been touching my neck. It was hot in church during worship and she said, "Oh, poof." I have been on a journey to figure out what the best products are for a silk press in Texas in triple digit weather. What's wrong with me? Like, everybody knows silk press season is when it's cold. I'm not going to buy into that anymore because, you know, I love my curly hair. This is my curly hair for reference. I love her. She's great. She's bad. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. Okay. Her curls are perfect. But her curls are a lot some days. And some days you just don't want to get up and worry about your curls. Like, you just want to pull the rollers out and go on about your day. I'm going to figure out what the best method is for the best silk press that is going to hold up and that is going to potentially last at least 2 weeks. So far, I've only been able to get my silk presses to last 1 week, and that is because it is so hot. We're trying to figure this out. I actually had my hair up in a clip before I started filming this intro. I took it down just to show you guys the state of everything. So go ahead and stay tuned and spend Silk Press Saturday with us. There are two very logical reasons why I'm washing my 13-year-old's hair. The first one is she's using my hair products and I want to make sure that too much of it doesn't get used and that enough of it gets used. And the second reason is because I want to make sure her hair is clean. I want to make sure that it's clarified and it is good to go for her silk press. If y'all are interested in the products that we use on wash day, please drop a comment and let me know and we can make a video going through that. At this point, I am deep conditioning her hair. I'm putting a conditioner on it. I wrapped it up in a braid and now we're going to rinse it all out and make sure that it's all squeaky clean, squeaky moisturized, because you don't want too much product on your hair, even though I still put too much product on it. So at this point, we are trying to find something to watch on TV because we know that when it's a silk press day, it's a long day. We ended up settling on Mulan. We absolutely love that one. Not the live action one, the one that I grew up with. The cartoon one, yeah, the one with all the good songs. Yeah, that's what we ended up watching because it's a classic. It's a classic. So we're blow drying her hair and I actually use a Revlon blow dry brush. That was the absolute best investment I could have made with any money that God has ever blessed me with. Absolutely stupendous tool. My husband even uses it on his beard. It's the greatest thing. I've slowed this down here for you guys just so that y'all can see my technique and see how I blow dry her hair. This blow dry actually is not as good as I normally get it. I don't know what was going on today. I don't know. Actually, I do know what it was. It was a thermal spray that I used for the first time on her hair and it wasn't giving. It was not a good spray. I won't use it again on her hair. I will go back to what I usually use on her hair. So at this point, we are straightening. And as you saw, my hubby was in the background. He got tired of hanging out by himself, so he wanted to make an appearance. So I'm straightening her hair. We're getting it all nice and silky pressed. And if you see a little bit of smoke, I promise I'm not burning my kid's hair. It's not damaged. She's got heat protectant on it. We do this all the time. Like, her hair is fine. I promise you. We're not frying her hair. As soon as we wash it, it's going to revert back to her beautiful curls and she's going to be good to go. But I do want the heat to be high enough that it gets it straight. Now we're going to trim her ends, and when this is done, you're going to see that I probably could have cut a little bit more off. Out of respect and love for her and the fight that I just wasn't going to have on Saturday, I didn't. I tried to keep as much length as possible because she loves her hair. She's a 13-year-old girl. School starts in 2 weeks. I'm not going to give her a big cut right before school starts. Like, I'm just not going to do that. She's excited for her long hair. She's excited for her silk press, and I'm not going to mess that up by cutting a lot of her hair off. my baby, y'all. Ain't she pretty? Look at that. I made that. She's so pretty. Now, this is a woman who's contemplating her life's choices because at this point in the evening, it's like 5:45. We started on her hair at 11. I didn't get done with her hair until about 5:30, and then I took like a 15-minute break. Don't judge me for the state of my hair either. I know, she looks crazy. I told y'all, I'm only able to get my silk press to last about a week. I probably could have squeezed another week out of this if I'd have maybe blow dried my ends with my brush and like maybe buffed them out, but I wasn't doing it. I was already up. I had already done a silk press, like why not try to tackle mine? First things first though, you have to section your hair out. With as much hair as I have, I can't do it all in one go. So I do a part straight down the middle and then I do a part across. So that gives me 4 sections to work from. From this 4 sections, then I will separate those out into smaller subsections and it'll give me just a way better way to manage all of my hair. So she is sectioned, she's good to go. We're gonna brush this section out with my Tangle Teaser brush, and then I'm gonna go in with an Olaplex treatment. I think it's number 3. I could be wrong. It's the one that you do before you shampoo. I know the shampoo is number 4 and the conditioner is number 5, so I think it's number 3. So I'm gonna wet my hair and I'm gonna let you guys watch this revert action. It is so satisfying. And this is also how I know that I didn't damage my daughter's hair, because I straighten her hair on the same heat that I straighten my hair on. And just watch. Once I get it all watered down, watch how cool this is when it reverts. So there's no damage. We're super thrilled about that. I'm gonna wet it again and then I'm going to comb through it with the comb. Actually, no, I'm not. Just kidding. I'm gonna put the Olaplex treatment in there and then I'm gonna finger comb it through so that it gets from my roots to my ends. And then I'm gonna go in with my big, beautiful purple comb and I am just going to make sure that it's saturated. Once it's all combed out and once it's all saturated, I'm going to put it in a 2-strand twist. And we're gonna leave it like that. And we're gonna let it sit for about, I think it's let it sit for 10 minutes. I actually let it sit for like 15 or 20 because I was doing stuff in between, but yeah. So we're gonna do this for all 4 sections, and I don't think I have anything else to say at the moment, but I'll come right back as soon as I do. So this is the biggest reason that I want to be a straight hair natural. That's all the hair I've lost so far. The big C that you see is what I typically lose on a normal wash day. The difference is uncanny. Like, I couldn't believe it when I was done. When I was all said and done, I maybe had even still less than the big C, but a little bit more than what I had in my hand after I got out of the shower. So now I'm going to rinse this Olaplex treatment out, and then we're going to start in on the rest of the routine. see, I am putting something in my hair, and this is where I think I messed up. A, I believe I used way too much stuff, and B, I used the wrong stuff. Now, halfway through, I do switch to the product that I usually use, but because I was using Olaplex on my hair, I went ahead and I tried their Olaplex serum, and it was terrible. It's about to give me the worst blow dry session I've ever had. It didn't work well on my hair. I don't know what it was about it, but it wasn't it. I usually use BioSilk, and I love BioSilk. I love the way that makes my hair feel, but I am heavy-handed and I always end up using too much. And so I thought this time, well, maybe I'll try the Olaplex. Maybe it won't be as heavy as BioSilk, but it was worse. It like made my hair feel really rough, and it wasn't soft, and it just didn't give me a good blow dry session. It wasn't good. So I'm going to go through and blow dry just this one section of my hair using the Olaplex treatment. And then after I go to the front section of my hair, I'm going to go ahead and use my BioSilk that I usually use because it's better. It's just way better. So this is where I know I messed up. I'm about to put some bonding oil on my hair, the Olaplex bonding oil, and I should have just stuck with one or the other. I should have either done the BioSilk serum or the bonding oil, not both, because that makes your hair heavy and it weighs it down and keeps it from going silky smooth. And then you see me going back in with the blow dryer just to lock in that bonding oil. I probably didn't need to do that, but I did it anyway. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to dust my ends. I'm just going to trim all of the splits off. I don't recommend doing this if you've never trimmed your ends. I have always trimmed my ends. I probably should go and get my hair cut at a salon, but I'm going to be real with you. Where I live, I have not found a good hairstylist. I haven't found somebody that I trusted enough with my hair. So I make the risk and take the risk of cutting it myself and trimming it myself. I don't cut it myself, but I do give myself trims and I do catch all of my split ends. I'm about to be done blow drying it. As you can see, there's my blowout. And I'm going to show you what straightener I use. It's super old, and what I use it on. I put it on 410. And then I'm not going to show you straighten my hair because I'm just not. I don't want you guys judging me for the steam that's coming up thinking that I've damaged my hair. I haven't damaged my hair. I promise you when I wash it this weekend, it's going to be just fine. But as you can see, my silk press came out super silky. It looks super shiny. My hair looks super healthy, but it is kind of stiff. And I believe that is because I went in with 2 oils and I just didn't need to go in with 2 oils. And I'm going to attempt to switch my part from a middle part to a side part that I haven't done in ages. And I'm laughing because I'm like, why are we doing this? Like, you know better. Why don't you just keep your middle part? But I saw something earlier this week saying that you have to move your part so that your hair doesn't grow that way and it doesn't thin out on one side more than the other. And that is so true because I do have thinner hair on one side than the other. So I chose the other side of my head that has thicker hair to put the part on so that the side that doesn't have the thick hair can have a chance to breathe. And I've put my straightener on like 300 and I'm just gonna give myself some curls. I'm gonna bump my ends a little bit, give myself a little bit of waterfall curl action, and then I'm gonna wrap it up for the night and be done. Because at this point, it's like after midnight and your girl is tired. She tired.
think it came out pretty good. Like, it's not the best silk press, but I think it is still really pretty. And my hair is still super shiny looking. My hair is still super healthy looking, and I enjoy my hair straight. I don't like the side part. I did go back to a middle part right after this, but it looked great for church. It looked pretty for church. I'm gonna wrap it up now in this little halo thing, and then I'm gonna put a scarf on it, and I'm gonna go to bed because it's like 12:30, 12:45, and I'm sleepy, and I have to be up at 8:30 to get up and get ready for church. I opened my door because it was hot and I needed some air from my fan that I have going back there. So I am wrapping up this silk press vlog, this silk press Saturday. I appreciate you guys for spending time with me. I hope that you've gained some knowledge from this and that you are learning from my mistakes. And the next time I have a new product that we're going to try and see if that helps with my silk press, see if it helps with my daughter's silk press as well. And I just hope that you guys have an amazing day, and I thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn your notifications on so that you can catch us in our next adventures, whatever they may be. Have a great day, guys. Bye.